Okay, so now I'm making the pico, which I cut up the cucumbers, and I use the kind that are like pickling cucumbers because they're little. And I make my own pickles, so that's why I got pickling cucumbers. And now I'm gonna cut up the onion. And also put that in there. Oop, slippery. I used to have a cutting board, but we moved trucks, and there's been, you know, I could just handle chopping stuff up. It's not that big. That's not that serious. Alright, so now I got the onions in there along with the cucumbers. Now I'm going to add a tomato. Cut the center out. Just cut it up in little pieces. Like I said, I just cut it up. I don't care. It don't have to be perfect. Oh, the next door, it looks like the next door truck driver, he's talking to Brian. He's probably talking to him about, oh wow, you cooking them steaks, grilling them outside. That's cool, I'm sure. A lot of people is like impressed by it. But it's pretty simple. As long as you got an inverter, you could connect it. Let me press the gas pedal. Alright. Yep, so as long as you got an inverter, you could connect it to the power cord, and then it's just a little griddle that we have, and then, you know, like where you make something you can make like pancakes. And then you hook that up to the extension cord, and off you go. You got your steaks you can cook. We cook steaks. You can make chicken and hamburger meat. You can do a lot of stuff. Cube steak. Although I make the cube steak inside in the rice cooker. We do I would say 90% of the cooking I do that on the rice cooker, especially like eggs and stuff. But at first, when we first started, we were doing everything on the griddle, and we were trying to cook everything inside the truck with the griddle, and it just seemed like it was not okay because it was, you know, the smells and stuff. will be in the truck. So then when I do the rice cooker, it has a lid on it, and so that way there's no smells and stuff. So okay, so now I got this tomato all chopped up. The next thing I'm gonna do is chop up this avocado. So I go like that. Hopefully it's a perfect avocado. Let's check. Oh, perfect, no brown spots. So that's good. I just cut it and then I do that and then everything comes out. Alright. Gotta get rid of the seed. Gotta do it again for the other side. So the next thing I'm gonna do, sorry about that. Next thing I'm gonna do is take some lemon juice. It'd be better to have lime, but in the truck we just kind of make up stuff, and you know, lime's going bad real quick. We just do that. I know it's not the best, so. And the last thing you do is you gotta season it up and put that. I put Himalayan salt on it, and then we got some black pepper. All right, and then give it a stir. So there you go, you got pico in the truck. Woo. I would say it's a medium. I would say perfect for what I like cooking.
Okay.
It has some pink and it's a bloody little bit,
Okay.
but in a good way.
Okay.
Alright, so that one was medium. Yay! Alright, then we got steak number 2 here. So I didn't really get to show you guys the steak. Brian just got them off, but I'm trying to let this one sit for a little bit before I cut it and check it. Y'all get to see my belly. But isn't that delicious looking right here? And here, I'll hold it up better. Isn't that delicious? And all done from the comfort of our truck. And we're on the road and we're not stopping. And well, I mean, when we're not in our truck, that's when we'll get a hamburger. When we're in the truck, that's when it's like we're at our home, because everything we do in the truck, we have all the equipment to do. So we have the the skillet, and we have the coffee pot, and we have the rice cooker, and we have a refrigerator and a cooler, and I'm trying to think what else. I mean, in our storage for anything else that we need, like our olives or avocados or anything like that. That's all in the truck. So actually, when we're not in the truck, if we're on a break, that's when we might go out to eat and like have a hamburger without buns, or we might go out to eat and have a Longhorn or something like that. But on the road, we're actually cooking everything just like you would in a house. So it ain't no different. I'm gonna cut into it now. Let's just take a sneak peek and see how it's doing. I would say that's a pretty good temperature, so I'm gonna leave that just like that, let it sit more. But it looks good to me, so you can be able to see that. Alright, so everything looks good. I told Brian, we're done with the cooking. We don't need to overdo it or anything. So that's that, and then we got this, and we're gonna combine it together. And then Brian's gonna get a steak, and then I'm gonna get a steak, and it's gonna be delicious. We don't eat bread, we don't eat pasta, or anything like that. So that's been really helping out on losing weight, and it really helps us out with having a good diet, a good lifestyle out here. We're full-time in the truck. We just keep going. If we do a 34-hour reset, see, we used to live in Georgia, but now we're based out of Tennessee. We don't have a home there. We don't have a home base or anything like that. We ended up where we sold the house, and we downsized.
You don't have to start it back up.
Okay. Hold on. And we downsized, and we gave everything away. My youngest daughter moved into an apartment, so she got the benefit of getting any furniture that we had. Let's see, one of the vehicles we gave away. We ended up with one vehicle, then we ended up buying another vehicle to hold our kayaks, because we do have 2 kayaks, because in the warmer times we do like to go fishing on lakes and stuff, and Tennessee has lakes and rivers and all that, so we got fishing licenses, and we're stay active doing that. But we just I was watching these videos before, and it was about people doing van life and all that. Before I used to be an oral surgery assistant, and then I was a warehouse worker for 7 months. But I was an oral surgery assistant for all dental assisting, and then that for all my working time. And it's like you can never get ahead, and you can never really advance it. I was getting really depressed by living where I was. I had a house, but then we refinanced it, and then we would, with the vehicles and the bills and the everything, kids cost money buying them cars or whatever it was, and we had credit card debt. We had all this stuff basically. It's like we're working to keep up with all the stuff. And it was like, I don't want that anymore. I just want to be free. I don't want bills. I don't want debts. I don't want to be paying to keep staying in this house that was not serving me as somewhere. I mean, I have my 2 daughters, and Brian has his daughter and son in the area. But it's like, besides that, it's like I don't have family here in Georgia, or there in Georgia. I met Brian, and then and I have my kids, and I have Brian and his family and stuff like that. But it's like me and Brian decided that we wanted to have our life and have our it's like, it doesn't matter if you stay in the house anymore. It doesn't matter if you're in that neighborhood no more. It doesn't matter who cares if you're there or not? You know, it's just all of it does not matter whether we're here, there, or anywhere. And so we decided, you know, when he was like, "You want to go full time?" and I was like, "Oh yeah." So from that time, it's been about 2 years. It's been the best decision of our life, and I don't regret it at all. You know, I don't feel like we're homeless. I don't feel like I mean, we live in the truck. It's our home. So, like, you know, if we were to switch trucks, then we would move our stuff, and then, you know, and what the good part about all this is that we're very minimalist now, and we don't have a bunch of junk that we don't need. You know, we have our 2 mattresses that we bought. We've got a microwave. You know, we've got, like I told you, the stuff in the truck that we need for cooking, and then we have our clothes, and we have our toiletries, and I would say in the cars we have, you know, a few little things, odds and ends, enough in our one car. It's enough to fit in the back of the car, and then the other car has the 2 kayaks in it, and I might have like extra pairs of shoes, which I probably own about 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of shoes total, you know. And then you'll be seeing me wearing the same outfits because I don't have a big closet to have all the stuff. So, you know, it is kind of a little cramped, you know, when you have all your stuff. But then you go, okay, well, I just bought, you know, 4 pairs of shorts and 3 shirts, and then you look through your stuff, and then you get rid of, you know, 2 shirts and 1 pants that don't fit no more. You know, you just kind of like cycle through what you might not like anymore, or whatever don't fit anymore, which, you know, that hopefully I'm losing all this weight. I'm gonna be going through that some more. But that's all for now. We're gonna go ahead and eat. We're gonna eat this delicious steak and pico, and I'll be back later.